there we are. Yeah. Yep. I got my tie on just to, because I feel like I'm in the presence of greatness today.
I'm coming from a country club from the golf course, so
Yep.
uh, I don't. I'm not the best interviewer, or I'm not set up to interview. I'm not dressed for it.
Well, I am. So there we go.
Yeah, I'm glad you're toting it.
So, guys, as obviously the as obviously as we've been sitting here, we're trying to get everybody lined up, so we're not doing that on the live air. We've got everybody in their spots, waiting to come on, but we're gonna touch a little bit on the USDC World Hunt that just happened.
Yeah, yep, it's a big one. Hey, 25,000 added dollars.
25,000.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. I got the first, second, third place and their money that they won.
Cool.
I was told there was 49 dogs present at the USDC World Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
I was told Rebel got injured. I didn't know that, or they'd have had 50. But we hope Rebel's doing well.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, yeah, tough situation. We was wanting to touch a little bit on it. USDC first place was Larry Bird, Mr. Yep. So they won $19,685 for first place.
Woo! Love that money.
Pretty good weekend.
Yeah.
Toby Fikes, Jeff Island, and Isaiah Hensley came in second
Mm-hmm.
with Sis.
Hey, that come down to the last tree in overtime.
Yep.
Like
Second.
it was. Yeah, it was. Uh, both dogs were treed. They had the three on both of them, and it was whoever called their dog. Like it was tight.
An expensive tree.
That was an expensive tree.
A very
Yeah.
expensive tree. Because first place was 19,600 and some change. Second place, $11,811. So
Mm-hmm.
so that's about what is that, $8,000 tree?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
That's tough. But $11,000 is better than what was it, 47 other people left with.
Right.
And then third place was Gojo,
Mm-hmm.
David Jeffries.
Mm-hmm.
He earned him $7,874.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Great hunt.
Mm-mm.
I wasn't there, but looked like a great event.
Yep. Uh, Also, uh, Jeff Island. A scene where is not seeking re-election,
I saw
and
that.
which they're not. There's no election going on right now, so I guess he resigned. But uh, anyway, they Les Hart, the board voted on it. Les Hart was voted in unanimously, and so congratulations to Les. And
Yeah,
uh, I'm sure Jeff's still going to be participating and promoting.
yeah. I
It's
think Jeff started the Ground Four series, did he not, with his
Look,
business?
I think so. He sponsored it. I tell you, I was a president of an organization for a while, and dude, it's tough. It's a lot better just to participate and being an ambassador. I
No
I
doubt.
prefer I prefer being an ambassador. Um, Something else. And I just heard this a while ago. I don't maybe I because I was talking to him on the way in. Uh, was told that the NSD was bought today, and he signed papers, and you know him. Uh,
Breaking news.
yeah, you know him. I'm not gonna say who. It'll like he'll let everybody know, but that's
Oh, big
yeah, like
news.
yeah, that was like 10 minutes ago.
Bought.
Um,
Did was the rumor that he bought the hunting organization and the registry?
yes, I think it was a kind of a hiccup on the LMC, but they got it done.
Wow. Breaking news
Uh-huh.
here. Plussed Up Podcast.
Uh-huh.
I
That's what
know
I
him.
told.
I know him. Huh. It's interesting. I have not actually heard this news. Yeah. So that's awesome. Yeah. Congratulations, Les Hart, for what are you doing? Is your phone in your pocket?
No, I text my wife. She was wanting to know if she needed to get the kids supper
Oh,
in town. I was like, yes,
okay.
but evidently, so I'm on my phone, uh, and I guess when I try to text or whatever, it I don't know what it done on your end, but I couldn't hear you.
It went black. Uh, but
Okay, yeah.
yeah, congratulations to Les Hart. I heard it was unanimous vote. Travis Klein, he he's a board member. He's an avid listener and supporter of the Plus Up podcast, and they put on an excellent event.
Hmm.
So
Faux show,
maybe
faux
maybe
show.
they'll move it a little south next year.
I mean, I'm thinking about getting me a something like a teardrop trailer or something. Station wagon. I mean, if I could find a station wagon, that might be the deal.
Yeah,
Uh,
yep.
but
Also,
anyway,
hey, I want to throw out a special shout out.
throw it.
I didn't know this, but apparently the UKC snuck them in a World Hunt, and I want to congratulate Clifton Robinson on winning the UKC
I,
World Hunt
I seen that. I seen that with Layla.
with Layla.
Yeah,
And
I
I
seen
saw
that.
this scoring a bunch of squirrels.
Yep. Mr. Keith Mitchell won. He won a UKC World Hunt as well.
Yeah, I think I guess they have different divisions, Kerr and Feist.
Yeah. I go. Yeah.
So, yeah. Yep. Congratulations, Clifton, on the UKC World Hunt. And Keith Mitchell. So, but, all right. Is there any other business we need to touch base on before we get these gentlemen on? I thought we owed it to the USDC. Like I said, we have a lot of listeners.
For
Before we
sure.
got these guys on, we want to congratulate all the winners and all the losers. Like myself. So
What we're doing is promoting this hunt they have coming up, where they all come together, um, and
so hang on, you're back. All right.
they're all co-promoting this event. You know, 4 ways. So that's what we're doing. We're here to promote the event. Now, if they want to get off on what they're going to do about false papering dogs and this and that and all that stuff, that's on them. We're not pushing that agenda. That's not what this podcast or this episode. That's not what this episode is trying to do.
This is
Now, if they
pro
want to
Mountain
do
Cur.
that, they yeah, we're pro Mountain Cur, and but if they want to do that, that's on them. Like we're steering the ship, but it's their boat. And they can take it where they want to.
So without further ado, we're fixing to start adding guys to the screen, and letting them introduce themselves. Now, I will say this before I unmute everybody. While I'm adding you to the screen, you're still muted. I'm going to unmute y'all, but obviously there's 6 people on here, and let's try to not talk over each other, and let's let everybody have their due diligence and promote their organization. So we're going to start in a clockwise manner. We're going to start up here with Mr. Clay Matthews. Let him introduce himself and kind of tell a little bit about the OMCBA first.
My name's Clark Matthews, not Clay, Cody.
Oh, my bad, man. I'm
But yeah,
doing
I'm the
multitasking. I'm
president
sorry.
of the OMCBA.
Okay.
President of the OMCBA, Original Mountain Cur Breeders Association. I was elected in 2024 as the vice president for the club, and then in 2025 I was elected president. But we're one of the oldest breed associations around. We've been around since 1957. So if we survive until next year, we'll be in a chartered breed association for 70 years. So we're pretty proud of that. Our main focus is on preserving the breed, keeping those breed standards in place. I have this conversation with a lot of our members, but we've got over 1,000 members, nationwide, all over the country, and we've even got members in other countries, Canada and spread out. Got a few of them over in Europe, but only about 20% of our total membership ever attends a competition hunt to compete squirrel or coon hunting. The majority of our members, are just pleasure hunters. They're raising dogs to keep around the farm. And that's kind of where our breed started was, pioneers back in the early days. They used the mountain curs to settle the mountains, especially the Appalachian Mountains. They were kind of a mixed up breed dog then, general purpose dog. And that's what I'm striving. And I can say, I see them getting a little bit better every year. Some of the best dog men, best handlers in the nation, I think, have came through the clubhouse in Jamestown at some point in time. So we're pretty proud of that too.
That's awesome. That's thank you very much. So that's very well done, Mr. Clark, not Clay. And we're going to move over clockwise to Mr. Ducey Ducote with the UMCA.
I'm Ducey Ducote. I'm newly elected president of the UMCA. I've been a member of every association, I guess there is, pretty much. I don't have near as much information as Clay/Clark Matthews does. We probably have 140 members now, and I would say 50% attend hunts. We're trying to get away from the OMCBA's coattails and become our own breed registry and have good hunts and have a good time.
Awesome. Awesome. That's a very well spoken Mr. Ducey Ducote. All right, we're going to go to Mr. Van Roberts with the KSBA.
Hey y'all, I'm Van Roberts with the KSBA. I appreciate y'all letting me be on here tonight. I know I'm in big time company. I'm just a small time guy, but it's been a pleasure to see y'all and meet y'all. Uh,
Yes, sir.
we're not a big club. We have 350 to 400 members, mostly pleasure hunting. We try to be more family oriented than more competition, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just the goals that we do. We try to get kids involved in this,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm glad to see us all come together because in a way, with the states trying to do away with dog hunting, if we don't stick together, we're all going to be in a lot of trouble down the road.
No doubt.
And I think this battle of the curves would be a good way for the organizations to get together.
I agree. I agree. Thank you very much. Mr. Dale Stanley with the Stevens Breeders Association. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I got you.
Muted. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Dale Stanley. I'm currently the Stevens Breeders Association president. I was born and raised out here in East Texas, Rusk County. I've had some sort of a tree dog ever since I was 14 years old. And hunted, my favorite dog was the cur dogs. Had several other breeds, but I've always had cur dogs. I'm actually currently a board director on OMCBA with me and Mr. Matthews there. We work together a lot there, and of course I'm a member of the UMCA also. But I've hunted these dogs for years. I'm a lifetime member of the OMCBA, and used to hunt those old Bushard style dogs and coon hunted with them for years. One of my buddies out here, older gentleman, brought them out here from Ohio. He got a couple of those old Busher dogs from Foster Miller and James Horn. I actually had the Busher Sam in the pedigree and Greenbrier Blackjack, and he was a coon hunter. And he liked those dogs to open on a track, and that's what I had for years, is those type of dogs. And so I finally run out. I didn't have no way to breed. Things were changing a little bit, and when it's you couldn't find them, it's more of a coon dog than what I like. So I started looking into these little Stevens dogs, and basically they were all together. Like Clark said, in 1957, it was Dewey Ledbetter, Carl McConnell, Hugh Stevens, and Riley Daniels. They all started that breed, that Mountain Cur breed. And then Hugh Stevens and Carl McConnell, about 23 years later, they branched off and did their own thing with their little, what they call little black dogs. And they basically bred them for coon dogs. And so that's what we do. We're a smaller outfit. We only average about 125 members, basically all pleasure hunters, not big in competition, but a real tight-knit group, good bunch of people. We have a good time. We have a couple of hunts a year. We're going to start doing some regional hunts also to kind of get us out, spread out across the country there. We do have members from the East Coast to the West Coast. We've got bear hunters, mountain lion hunters, mainly coon hunters, and then we have squirrel dogs too in our organization.
Okay, awesome. So, all right, I'm going to kind of ask a question, and we're going to work our way around and let each one of y'all answer it. So, obviously, a couple of y'all have touched on this, but this is an obvious question for the OMCBA. I was going to ask, do y'all have many hunting events competition-wise, and where are they located? Which, Mr. Clark, you can answer it, but most people's going to know it. Like, I would like to know, like, where is y'all's range as far as if you have competition events and where most of your members are probably from?
Yeah. That's a good question, Cody. So we actually have a roughly around 20 sanctioned hunts a year. We have 4 there in Jamestown at our headquarters at the clubhouse. But we hold OMCBA hunts. Primarily in Georgia's big state hunting clubs down there, the Treat Mountain Hunting Club and Appalachian Sportsman's Club. They'll both host 2 or 3 hunts a year. We're starting to have a lot of hunts in North Alabama. There, Mr. Adam Rainey, he does a good job of putting hunts together there in North Alabama. But primarily in the Southeast. In years past, there used to be a lot of OMCBA hunts held up in Ohio, Indiana. It really just depends on the host clubs. If they want to host a hunt, only thing we charge them is $50. And that pretty much just covers our cost for paying someone to keep up with the points and the dog of the year points.
Yeah.
But
All right.
and we'll send them scorecards, everything they need to host a hunt.
Okay.
It ranges, like I said, it depends on the host clubs, but primarily in the Southeast.
Primary Southeast. Let's add this to this too. If somebody wants to hold a OMCBA, and we're going to go through this with everybody else. If somebody wants to hold a hunt, how do they go about reaching out to get a hunt schedule?
He might have froze up.
You might have froze up.
You.
Okay.
I think he's froze.
All right, so let's move on to Ducey. Ducey,
Yes, sir.
all right, so let's tell kind of the area and how many competition hunts that y'all support and maybe where y'all's core group is.
I would say that a majority of our hunts are in Mississippi. If I'm not mistaken, the UMCA kind of started in Mississippi, so it has a lot of the SIP guys there, and there's some hunts in Arkansas, several in Alabama. We're going to have some this year in Ohio and some in Georgia. We're looking at trying to get one in South Carolina and one in Texas. So we're trying to grow as an organization right now, but a majority, of course, Louisiana is where I'm at, but a majority of the hunts are in Mississippi.
Okay, majority of the hunts are in Mississippi. If somebody was interested in hosting an UMCA event, how would they go about that?
One of three ways. You can either call me, you can call Mr. Butch Spivey, who is our vice president, and he's over all scheduling of all hunts, or you can talk to Max Bonnet. Max Bonnet will get you tied in with Butch. It's just whoever you want to talk to. We'll make it work, and we're going to get you one scheduled.
Okay, all right.
We do
So
have a bunch of changes coming this year. As a board, we're having teams meetings about every couple weeks. We formed some new boards this past week. We're going to start a puppy program. We have a whole lot of different things that we're working on. It's just hard to do it all in one day, and people get excited about too much change at one time. But we're trying to put several new things together right now.
okay, all right, awesome. Mr. Van Roberts with the Kimmer's Breeders
Sure.
Association. So where is y'all's core area, and do y'all have how many hunts do y'all have a ballpark?
We have 2 hunts a year at in Hamilton, Alabama, at Marion County
Hey, he's muted, Cody.
Horse Club,
I can hear him, Shane.
and we have a
Oh, I
Friday
can't.
squirrel hunt, a
Okay.
Saturday, and a Friday night coon hunt, and Saturday squirrel hunt, and we also have bench shows and water races. Which I don't know that anybody's ever seen a water race, but it's pretty exciting if you have, you
Yes,
know.
sir.
And we do a deal where we really promote the kids. We have a kid that's a dog handler of the year. The more they enter dogs and hunt, it don't necessarily have to be their dog, but they can borrow a dog. But we encourage the kids to squirrel, coon hunt, bench show, tree contest, whatever, and they gain points. And at the end of the to the kid that we consider the dog handler of the year, and but we do not have a whole lot of hunts. I mean, I wish we had more, but we just don't.
Yes, sir. Now, ever ever since I can remember, the Kimmers have kind of been based out of Louisiana. Would you say that's more of a Louisiana-based dog, or is that kind of just southeast?
Out of where?
Louisiana. Is that not right?
I think they're out of Tennessee, but there's a lot in Louisiana.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that now there the registry used to be in Louisiana. Now it's in Tennessee. We used to have hunts at Sparta,
okay.
Tennessee,
Okay.
and we moved to Alabama.
All right. I
It was
understand.
more centrally located. It's right off the interstate. It's more convenient. And if you probably drew a 150-mile radius, there's probably more Kimmer dog owners within 150 miles of Hamilton than there are anywhere. And it's
Wow.
more convenient for people to come.
I happen to live about 40 minutes from there, which is interesting. I need to go over and check it out.
We are invited anytime you want to come.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, Mr. Dale with the Stevens. Same
Yes, sir.
question.
We have a couple of hunts a year, Cody. Our fall hunt's always in Tell City, Indiana, at the Perry County Coon Club. That's where we have that every fall. It's kind of like a big reunion. We get together and just have a good time. Most of our hunts are NKC sanctioned hunts. And then we have a spring hunt. We used to kind of move that around the country. We've had them in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Tennessee, North Carolina, all over the country. But here lately, we've been having it in Paris, Tennessee, and kind of making that our world hunt. Try to have a more prestigious hunt to win a world championship, and we've had that the last 2 years in Paris, Tennessee. And then we're looking into having regional hunts throughout the year, just to kind of get our dogs out there and get them promoted a little more. Smaller regional hunts. That's what our plans are coming up.
Okay. So, does the Kimmer? I should ask this to Mr. Van, then I'll come back to Dale.
Okay.
Does the Kimmer allow more hunts if somebody wanted to host a hunt, or is it y'all just have 2 a year?
Yeah. Yes, if somebody in another state or whatever wishes to have a hunt, we have rules on that. As far as champion dogs, we really consider you ought to have at least 6 dogs in a coon hunt.
Is he gone just on mine, or is everybody's?
Everybody.
I lost him too. I've lost. Yeah, I've lost Van several times, but he pops back in.
Okay, Mr. Dale, if somebody wants to hold a hunt in the Stevens Breeders Association, how would they go about doing that?
Any of our members are welcome to hold a hunt anywhere they want to, and it's going to most likely be an NKC sanctioned hunt. So they would get with NKC, line all that up, would promote it, advertise it, and there you have it.
I got you.
So whenever you're holding those hunts, Dale, like are they coon hunts or squirrel hunts?
They're both. We have squirrel hunt and coon hunt. Mm-hmm. Sure do.
Gotcha.
Sure do.
It's interesting.
Yes, sir.
All right. So for the hunt that everybody came to see, this is going to be is it the actual title Battle of the Curs?
Battle of the Mountain Curs.
Battle of the Mountain Curs. Battle of the Mountain Curs. Okay.
Cody, your dog probably won't be able to go because he's more of a feist than he is a cur.
Well, you know what?
I mean, just throwing that out there, dude.
Last I checked, he drug all them D2s around out there.
Oh.
But anyway,
cool.
so the hunt will be in Jamestown. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Jamestown at the clubhouse there.
Okay.
CBA clubhouse.
All right. Did y'all get together as a group and decide that about this hunt, or how did all that go about?
I think basically me and Clark got to talking about it, and they're at one of the OMCBA hunts, and just got to talking about it and asking people about it, and they thought it would be a good idea, and then we contacted Van, and he got on board, and then I think it was Bob Osborne to start with, and got him involved, and then Ducey, he carried the torch right on. So that's kind of how we did it. Just kind of contacted each other, see what they thought about it. Okay. Seemed like everybody was interested in it and thought it'd be a good idea to get everybody back together and try to make it an annual thing if we can. We'll just see how it goes. We hope to have a good turnout. I think we will. Don't you, Clark?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. I kind of took
Sorry,
over.
I had a really bad lag. So yeah, I was there with back in September of last year. We brought it up at our board meeting, and talked about hosting this hunt. And of course, our board members, we discussed it, and they voted to host it there at the Jamestown hunt, since it would be the first one ever that we were holding. Shortly after we voted to host this hunt in Jamestown, I got in touch with Van and Bob Osborne with the UMCA. And of course, Dale, he was in that board meeting when we voted to have it. So everybody was on board, and we just kind of took off from there.
Awesome. That's awesome. So how it says Battle of the Curs. My biggest question of the Mountain Curs is, since most of these dogs are dual registered, or a lot of dogs, back up, a lot of dogs are dual registered. All right, let me ask this question. Van, is there any Kimmers that are dual registered, or Dale that are dual registered in the Stevens and other registration, and the Kimmers and other registrations?
Yeah, the Stevens dogs, we're not allowed to do a register with the OMCBA because, there's some hard feelings when Stevens folks bailed out in 1970 and whatever happened there, all those, that was years ago. I don't know much about that, but would like to, but it's just not possible right now. But I do register mine with the UMCA.
Okay.
I've got it. I got an LMC. I got mine in a couple of them in LMC, and then NSD.
Okay.
But as far as on this call, mine's SBA and UMCA.
Okay. Mr. Van, does the Kimmers allow dual registration, or how does that work?
Yes, we do. I actually own some dual registered dogs that are Kimmer and OMCBA. Now, you can't do it now, but in the past, if you owned dual registered dogs and kept the paperwork up, you was able to keep them dual registered. And me and several of my friends and people I know own dual registered dogs, so we can register them OMCBA or Kimmer,
Okay.
and they both recognize the paperwork, and which I think was a great thing myself. But
Yes.
that's just me.
So my question was, if quite a few of these dogs are dual registered, how? I'm gonna mute you, Shane, right quick while you doing something. How are y'all establishing if it's a Mountain Cur, original Mountain Cur, OMCBA dog, and a UMCA dog comes? Are y'all having to check in as to which one you're hunting under?
No, as long as they're registered with one of the 4 associations, they'll be permitted to enter, but they do have to be permanent registered with one of the 4 associations. And we do, like Van was saying, there's a lot of dual registered Kimmer and OMCBA dogs. But the majority of even, I'm sure Van will tell you, the majority of the Kimmer dogs aren't dual registered in the OMCBA. None of the Stevens dogs are dual registered with OMCBA. Now, I would say a good majority, probably, I'd go out on a limb, Ducey, but I'd say probably 80% of the UMCA dogs are probably dual registered OMCBA dogs.
That's
Um,
correct.
so the UMCA is closer with the OMCBA. There is a few dogs that maybe were Kimmer or Stevens dogs that are members of the UMCA, and then a few OMCBA bred dogs that maybe didn't meet the OMCBA breed standards. Had some open white spots on them or something that are registered with the UMCA and not the OMCBA.
Yes, sir. So, hang on, Deuce, are you in the bed?
Am I what? In the
I can't
bed?
even see you.
I
It's
just turned the
black.
lights out.
No. I don't know what's wrong.
I can. You got something over your screen?
No, not at all.
Okay. Anyways, it must just be black on my end. But I was
Kind of
curious.
feel singled out when you say that, dude. I feel like you put the bullseye on me right
Well,
there.
it must just be on my end. Is it black on y'all's end also?
Yeah, he's
Like,
black on my end too.
yeah. So,
Dude,
anyways,
that hurts my feelings so bad. Hold on, let me see what I can do here.
yeah. But I was curious if y'all was gonna have, like, if it's the battle of the mountain curs, at some point you have to figure out which one you fighting for bragging rights. So how are we going to establish this with multiple dogs being a part of multiple organizations? Because I would say most of the UMCA dogs are dual registered OMCBA.
Well, actually, you could have a UMCA dual registered Kimmer OMCBA dog.
You sure could. You sure could.
You really could. So I guess you have to pick your poison on how you want to register. I mean, at the hunt.
So that's where I was going with that. Do you at the hunt? Do you have to sign up under UMCA, OMCBA, Kimmer, or Stevens?
I would.
Yeah,
I mean, I mean, I guess that's up to Clark or however he wants to run the hunt.
Yeah, as long as they present, the registration number with one of the four associations, they can hunt. But now, if they do want, say somebody's got a triple registered dog there, it's OMCBA, KSBA, UMCA registered. If they're strong supporters of the UMCA, then they can list their dog as a UMCA dog. Um, and then when they win that premier title, they can buy an ad in all three yearbooks and put that they were the champion of the Battle of the Breeds.
Yeah, yeah. So, so while I have you on here on the spotlight, with new leadership, I see y'all have quite a few new OMCBA members. Have they considered letting dual registered opening back up, or is that not on the table?
Right now, it's been discussed, and the general consensus of the board right now is it's been no. Right now they feel like they've got a wide enough range of dogs that they're not having to open the books back up. Um, I couldn't tell you exactly how many years it's been since they closed the books. I want to say it was sometime back in the 80s. Um, right now, it's every time it's been brought up, it's been shot down by the board. And I think a lot of that's just because there's so many different breed associations that, if you've got a good hunting dog, there's an association out there you can get it registered. Back when I started, 25 years ago, it was pretty limited. So a lot of people were wanting their dogs to be OMCBA registered so that they had some hunts they could attend to. It was basically NKC or OMCBA,
Yes.
and then a few WTDA hunts, but it was pretty limited, and then as times went on, we've gotten more associations. UMCA started up. You've got USDC and the NSD. They're all there, and there's association for everybody. So the general consensus as of now has been, let's just keep it, let's stick to our breed standards, and let's just keep it the way it is.
Hey, Cody, one of these days they're going to realize they're going to have to let them little black dogs in there again. Put them some nose in there, some coon dogs back in there.
Hey,
You know what?
if you can't beat them, you join them.
Dale,
Now,
I'm with you. I think they ought to let the little black dogs and the LMC dogs back in it.
yeah. Look, so it seems to me that it has been going apart for so long that y'all are trying to start coming back together, and it seems to be a good situation.
That's right. And, I kind of went out and I went offline there earlier when we were talking about it. But my ideal, when I came up with having this hunt was shortly after I was elected president. And I was thinking of, what's a good, fun hunt that we can add to Jamestown? We've got good facilities here at the clubhouse. We own that. We own every bit of that. We're not in debt for it. We've got that big clubhouse. And what kind of fun hunt can we put on to just kind of drive a little bit of excitement? And, I'm going to meet a lot of people. I've never met Van or Ducey in person. And a lot of their members and a lot of Dale's members, I'm going to meet them for the first time there in Jamestown. And we've all got the same common interest, we're all dog people. So, at the end of the day, like Ducey was saying earlier, we've all got to stick together. But that was what kind of brought it on. And then Dale, he was a board member and he's president of the Stevens Breeders Association, and he thought it was a good idea. So we presented it to the board, and the board, every one of the board members was all for it. I know we've caught a little bit of static here lately, that we're not going to be awarding championship points at this hunt for our dogs. But when we voted to host this hunt, the general consensus was that it wouldn't be an OMCBA sanctioned hunt since we were allowing non-OMCBA dogs to compete in it, and it would just be something to get everybody together and fellowship and have fun. And if any of the members, of any of the associations aren't even hunting a dog, I invite them to come up to Jamestown, spend Friday and Saturday both, or even just one day, come hang out and sit on the porch, chew tobacco and whittle, and bring some dogs to trade on if you want to, and just have a good time.
Awesome.
And maybe even we could swap up sometime and have the hunt at the Marion County thing. You know,
Absolutely.
would be great.
Yes,
Just
sir.
Yep.
swap it around.
Now, I'm sorry I kind of took the helm. Mr. Shane Mason has put a lot of legwork into getting this podcast going with everybody. So, Shane, you want to ask a few questions?
Well, man, I just one thing I've been kind of out of it because I couldn't hear Clark a while ago at all. I couldn't hear Mr. Van at all, so I backed out and jumped back in. Uh, that I just want to say hats off to you guys for thinking outside the box and go just doing something different. Like in anytime there's some change, you're going to get some flack and some kind of somebody's not going to like it. But and hey, the hunt might not go as good as you want it to. That's okay too. It's all it's all new and you can whatever's not working, kick it out and add something different. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic uh and if like with the UMCA awarding points or whatever, and like if you want to award points, have at it. Like I mean, it's a co-promoted deal. It's four different organizations coming together and promoting. I think it's great. Like you're all trying to get the dogs better. Like you're all like everybody's goal is trying to raise the bar on the cur dogs. I think it's a great idea. I love it. But as far as questions go, I don't
Well,
really have any on this.
I'm kind of disappointed in Shane tonight.
Uh,
Ah!
hey, hey, so again, I'm not set up on on my computer where I got the bright lights. I do have my glasses. Like like
Kind of hurt my
I
feelings,
brought
man.
them.
I got two
See,
pair out here I was going to swap out, and he didn't even wear any.
So,
so well because I don't have the bright light shining at me. But it's not just the bright lights, but like at my setup, my computer is like down. So and
yeah,
and
it
my
looks like
camera's up
this all
high.
the time.
Yeah, so I'm not looking at with the phone. I can look straight at you. Um, but I couldn't hear anybody a while ago. I hear Dale and I can hear Ducey some, but then I couldn't hear anything Mr. Van was saying. Um,
It's been
as far
cutting
as
in
the
and out.
yeah the but man, I tell you what the Kimmer dogs used to be really really big in Louisiana. There was a ton of Kimmer dogs around here. Um, and it just kind of I don't know. There's just not quite as many anymore.
Shane, there's
With
still a good many right here close to me.
okay, yep. So I know like the Kimmers and the Stevens used to be in the OMCBA. Do you ever see a time where they might be re-entered into the OMCBA, or is that still going to be separate, or would that be something the
Well,
OMCBA would even entertain?
with the day's time, Shane, you never know what's coming down the road. We're being attacked in
Yeah.
every way we can be as far as hunting with dogs and things like that. You never know what we might have to do in the future. It could be possible. Probably not anytime soon, but very possible one day. I think that's
Yeah.
just my opinion. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
And that's the other good thing. With the OMCBA, we've got currently got 12 board members. After this next election, we'll have 13 board members. And all it takes is one board member getting behind it and pushing it and bringing it up. And if he can sell it to the rest of the board members, anything's possible. So,
Yeah.
we try
for
to listen
So
to our constituents.
right. So is it like to get things passed? Is it strictly by the board, or does so like your your members vote on the board member, and then the board they would vote on changes and whatnot, right? I got you.
Absolutely, yes. And if
Yeah.
something's, if say the board's split on something, occasionally we'll send out a ballots. We'll mail ballots to the members, get their
Uh huh.
take. For the biggest
Uh huh.
part, our members do a good job at calling us and letting us know, expressing their feelings. But um, we don't ever want to change anything that we feel like the majority of the members are against or anything. So
Yeah,
if we feel
right.
like it's split, we take it to a ballot. You know, DNA several years ago, we put it on a ballot and
Yeah,
it lost by a landslide.
Well,
yeah.
while we're talking about that, I saw y'all had a few people elected to a DNA board. Is that moved
Hmm.
anywhere? Are they looking at avenues, or is that not going anywhere?
Yeah. So last year, shortly after I was elected president, we put some committees in place, and we did actually put a DNA committee in place. And all of the members on that committee are familiar with DNA. Most of them have gotten their dogs DNA registered. You know, John Newman, he's got DNA on all his dogs. Jeremy Nichols. And what we'd like to do, you know, before we present it to the members again, we want to make sure that we've got a good solid plan in place and what the cost is going to be, what it's going to cost us, and what it's going to cost the members. I personally don't ever want to see it mandatory. I feel like if we start recognizing it, it'll mandate itself. But we don't want to jump into something without a good plan in place. So they have been, you know, talking to some companies, looking at some stuff, putting some proposals together, how they would handle issues and how they would separate the dogs on the papers that were DNA registered. So could be coming down the pipeline.
Hmm.
Can I
Awesome.
say something about DNA?
Yeah.
Uh, can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Yes, sir.
One thing about DNA is it's only as good as the dog's mouth you take it out of. So you're depending on your members to take, I mean, I don't understand how.
Oh
Oh,
man, we
lost
lost
him.
him.
Well, as far as SBA, we've never really discussed DNA with our dogs. We got a pretty tight breed standard that we go by. You know, our dogs are black with a little black trim. Uh, some of them's ring neck, but you get too much white on them, our registrar will not, he'll kick them out and give you a set of green papers. And,
Yeah.
we got to have a tail on our dogs. They got to fit the height standard. They can't be over 55 pounds. They got to open on the track, to have a changeover to tree. So all that's considered in there. And if they don't do that, we've got some of our dogs DNA'd, but as far as we just stick to our breed standard, and that's how we control all that.
Yeah.
Hey, are
All
they
right.
still breeding the Stevens to the Feist dogs and making the Carolina Curs?
I don't think that's going on now. Mr. Parnell that was doing that, he passed away. And there might have been some guys that took that over, but I haven't heard much about that. I haven't heard anything
Yeah,
about that.
man, they used to be pretty
Yeah.
popular.
They did. Yeah.
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 Hey, Dale, I will say one thing. Go ahead.
Go.
But
No, it's all
just
you.
going to tell you, Dale, that when I ordered the trophies for this hunt, I did have them leave the tail on the dogs. So if y'all was to look up and win one, you'll be
Yeah.
good to go. But if any of the rest of us win one, we'll cut the tail off there at the clubhouse.
Grinder. We gotta have a grinder.
You just got to break the tail off. That's all you got to do. Yeah. That's what you do
Yeah,
anyway.
Clark,
Break the
I'm
tail
going to
off.
tell you, we're going to go ahead and bring a set of dikes with us, and we're going to bobtail every trophy you have.
Oh man,
Uh,
gotta leave some tails on there because we're planning on winning some of these casts now.
all right,
So,
Mr. Van, we
plan on
got
winning.
you back. What was you saying
Yeah.
about DNA?
Yeah. Well, what I said about DNA was, the only problem I see with DNA, you're trusting the member to take it. So it's only as good as the dog's mouth it comes out of. I mean, unless you get a vet, I don't know how. I mean, it's hard. I mean,
Okay, Deucey, what's your opinion on DNA?
Enough of that conversation.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's no secret. Everything I have at my house is DNA'd. I would love to see DNA. I would never push DNA. I think last year we voted it, and DNA lost by a total of 6 votes. And at some point, once we get some changes made in the UMCA, we may bring it up again. I'm not going to say whether we are or not because I don't know yet. It'll be strictly what my board decides. Uh, with my board, I'm nothing but a rider. I let them try to make all the decisions, and I try to be a tiebreaker in everything we have. And so far, everything's went so smooth. But as far as the DNA as a whole, I think I know where Mr. Van was going with it. For those of us that do DNA dogs, and I know for a fact, Cody, you do, and Shane, you do, and uh, maybe Mr. Clark, Mr. Dale, I don't know. It is a lot more to it than just a guy with a dog. I mean, it if you competition hunt at the level that most of us competition hunt at, if there is a cheater, you're going to get caught. And we all know that because you're going to get DNA'd at that hunt. You're going to get DNA'd at your house. I think someone got DNA'd at the LMC World last year at their house when they got home. So, I mean, it would always catch up with you. I am a fan of it, not because I think people cheat. I'm a fan of it because I am compassionate about the cur dogs, and we all know that there's lots of influence of different dogs in the cur dog world. And if we don't get a hold to it, it'll steadily get worse and worse. It's been proven that we're not always pure or whatever you want to call the word, but who cares? It's over. That's done. I think at some point we need to get something going amongst all of our associations, and it doesn't matter what you hunt. It's just more about being honest in what you hunt. And kind of
Yeah.
why I have the mic, because I don't know if y'all can see me or not. I want to tell you on this battle of the breeds, I'm probably one to talk more shit than anybody in the world, and I know a few of y'all know that. I kind of had in my mind when I was getting here I was going to pick on Clark and give him a hard time, and I've never even met him, and give Mr. Van a hard time and give Dale a hard time. But at the end of the day, all I want is for us to get together, have four good associations gather, have a hell of a time with each other. Yes, the UMCA is giving points. We decided as a board and with a meeting the other night that we were going to give points. We just want it to get bigger, better, and stronger. And we want to see these cur dogs, stand out and be able to compete in these other association hunts. Um, I, I've been lucky enough to be able to hunt at every level, and I went to a USDC last year, and I felt good. I competed. I made it, I think, to the like top 12 or 15, whatever it was, and that really makes me feel good to see cur dogs be able to compete with known crossed up dogs. I don't care what you hunt; it doesn't ever matter to me. I think everyone has that one love for whatever they hunt. I know so many people that love hounds, and a lot of people in the Cur Dog Association love hounds. They just don't want to admit it. Uh, I like to be a cur dog man, and I like to have the DNA where I know where we're at and where we can move in the future to make better dogs.
Well said. Now, I do know that the LMC does swab. I think the top three. Is it the top three, or is it just the winner at the World Hunt?
It's
And
whoever makes it to the final round.
so they do swab three, and then Mr. Van is right. We are subject to people swabbing dogs at home, but if you sell any of them puppies,
Yeah.
it's finna come out. Like if you sell the puppies now, if you didn't ever sell a puppy and you just kept them at home and you never went to an event, then yeah, I guess you could keep on getting away with it. But if you establish that winning a major event or something like that, you're gonna get swabbed at that hunt. That would be a little harder to add it.
Hey, I got caught. Uh, uh, like yeah, they got me. Uh, Unintentional though. It was very unintentional. but I'd put down a one stud and got him DNA'd, which my daddy told me. I was offshore. My daddy told me he put this dog in the pen with this GF whatever. I was like, did Hooter ever get to her? Hell no. Hooter, she wasn't in when Hooter was around her. But anyway, Hooter got to her. And uh Jimmy got me on that and called me out. I was like, hey man, this dog ain't half Mullins. And I was like, what is it? And he goes, I don't know, but there's another this the dog you said was the daddy is not the daddy. And I said, okay. So we it turned out I was trying to slip in a little plot in Catahoula.
Yep.
So what you're telling us is Hooter played with the Pooter.
Do what?
Hooter played with the Pooter. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Hey, that was a Kimmer bitch too. That was a full Kimmer dog. Had her LM seed, and she was a straight coon dog, a super coon dog actually. She was very nice.
So let's go around here with the board members. I know several of y'all have new boards. So Clark, are y'all going to establish anything new coming up this year, or is it going to kind of
We'll
be
have our first
Clark?
meeting. Yeah, so we'll have our first meeting in June. There'll be 2 new members that come onto the board in June. We'll be having an election in June. There is going to be a lot of small stuff discussed. I don't see anything big in the works. Um, but you never know. Some board member may come into that meeting in June and have the whole rule book rewritten and propose it to us. So as
Okay.
of right now, I don't see anything huge. We're trying different things, and then we're going to try to build on what we got, and we may scrap something and add something else. You never know.
Awesome. Ducey, y'all got anything new for this year?
Yes, sir. We're we're putting together a complete junior dog program, and on top of that, we're putting in a youth program for the kids, and I think it's going to be under 18 years old. But we're really excited about our youth. I'm gonna call it puppy program. We have a lot to do with it. It's not going to be started until our September hunt start. We're going to have our spring hunt first, and it's going to be based on our same rules. And then if we make changes and get this adopted in, we're going to move it whenever September starts. We'll have our puppy program along with our regular program and whatever new changes we have.
Awesome. Mr. Van, have y'all got any changes in the works, or is it just kind of business as usual for this year? Mr. Van?
He gone.
Oh, he's on
He
mine.
might not have heard
Sure.
you. I can see him.
Van.
How about you, Van?
All right, Dale. Do y'all have any changes in the
Okay.
pipe this week?
Nothing major at all, Cody. We're going to have our board of directors meeting in Tell City this fall, and we're just going to discuss whatever comes up. Maybe some of the board members may bring something to the table, but nothing major. I don't see anything major changes coming. Just keep breeding the best of the best, and having these little fast track dogs, chop mouth coon dogs, and that's what we're going to try to keep going with as an association.
All right. For
Co-
those, Mr.
Cody,
Van.
before you get rid of me, I'd like to say one more thing about the UMCA.
Okay.
I have a feeling that at some point within the next year or so that your dog is going to have to be single registered through the UMCA, and your puppies will have to be litter registered. So if at any time you think you want to be a part of the UMCA, now's the time to go ahead and start getting entered and joined, and that way whenever we do make some changes, it's not a rush for anyone. Right now, if you are a member of any of the original descendants of the OMCBA, you're welcome to join our club. For those same descendants, however many it was, I forget. You're welcome to be a member of our club. But I have a feeling at some point that the UMCA is going to go on their own only, and you'll have to have a UMCA registered dog.
Okay. Interesting. Mr. Van, can you hear us? Mr. Van. Okay. All right. Clark left. All right. So, Mr. Van, can you hear me? All
How
right,
about you,
Clark.
man?
Clark. All right, I'm gonna let each of y'all go around and tell about y'all's world hunt or major event and where to find it for people that is seeking information on upcoming. This will be, I guess, the 2026-2027 season. Where would you go about finding it and the OMCBA?
Yeah, so we've got a website, www.omcba.net. That's where all of our upcoming hunts are posted. As soon as the hunt flyers put together, and we try to drop those 3 to 4, sometimes 5 months out, it gets posted on that website. I will say this year it's we've changed it up a little bit for the world. Typically, it's always been the first weekend in December. Due to not being able to hunt the Catoosa WMA the past several years, the board voted recently to change that world hunt. So we're going to start it on November the 30th. That's on a Monday, and the world will be on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this year. So it'll be November the 30th through December the 2nd.
Okay.
Go to our website, omcba.net.
OMCBA.net. Lucy, you're up.
Yes, sir. You can Google umca.dogs, I think's what it's in, or umcadogs.com, something like that. It'll come straight up. Our world hunt is Sunday for the senior hunt. So there will be some changes, and we have a list of all of our upcoming hunts on that same website. Or you can call me or any board member, and we'll tell you when they're coming up.
All
The
right.
next one we have is May the 7th in Mississippi for Mr. Bob Osborne. It's going to be our spring meeting.
Awesome. All right. Van, can you hear us?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he's muted. Hang on. Let me unmute you. Can you hear us now? Van, you got us? He's muted. Unmute, yes, I don't know what's going on there. Mr. Dale,
He must
Yes,
have a
sir.
bad internet connection.
Yes, sir.
so
We'll have our fall hunt the second weekend of October in Tell City, Indiana, and then our World Hunt will be March, the second weekend in March of next year. The information can be found on our Facebook, Stephen Breeder Association Facebook. We post flyers on there, or you can join and get this nice little yearbook we've got that my hunting partner puts together every year. That's my wife, Kella. She puts all that together for us and does a good job on it. It's got all the information on all our hunts, board directors' phone numbers, my phone number, members' phone, just like a yearbook that you have. A lot of good information in there. They can become a member and get that for free if they
awesome.
sign up.
Mr. Van, I'm sending you, it says it's sending you an unmute request has been sent to Van. Can you see that? Oh, it's getting comical. All right, well, The floor is y'all's. We'll start, Mr. Clark. If there's anything we haven't covered through the OMCBA, do y'all have anything that you would might like to add?
Big things. I just want to invite everybody out. You know, whether you're an OMCBA member, KSBA, UMCA, or SBA, just come out to Jamestown. We're looking forward to having you. April 24th, 25th, we'll have 2 rounds of squirrel hunting around the coon hunting Friday, then another 2 rounds of squirrel hunting around the coon hunting Saturday. It is a full elimination series hunt. We'll have the clubhouse kitchen open, campsites are open. Clubhouse will be open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday if anybody wants to come up and hunt. And another big thing I've asked all of the presidents is after this hunt, we'll all four sit down as presidents and we'll talk about the pros and cons from this hunt and discuss on how we can build on it and make it better next year. You know, one thing I've been asked by our members is maybe next year we look at having a treeing contest and bench show to go along with it. So that's something that's possible. Just to add a little more excitement, but we want everybody to have fun, enjoy it. You know, there's going to be a little money on the line to make it a little competitive. We're going to have a $50 entry fee. 50% of that'll be paid back to the winner, as well as a $50 side jackpot. 100% of that'll be paid back to the winner. So if you win, should pay for your trip coming up to Jamestown. And just invite everybody and want y'all to come and have a good time.
Awesome. All right, Deucey.
Hey, I'm the same way. I mean, like I tell you, I came on here to talk trash tonight, but I really would like to thank Clark and the OMCBA for putting this together. I mean, this is something that could be the beginning of a whole new era for us. You know, we need to stick together, have a blast, and all the OMCBA, Kimmer guys, and the Stevens guys ought to get used to being second, third, and fourth place from now till the end of time, probably.
Well, look, you gonna talk all that junk? We better dig them winning over there with the UMCA.
No, I honestly myself, I'm going to try to come, but a lot of y'all know I'm in the hay business, and my clover usually starts that time of year. If I can get away, I will be there, and if not, I think several of our people are planning on coming.
Awesome. All right. I'm gonna try Mr. Van again. It says
Hey, Deucey, real quick, a bird on the street.
Go
Whoa,
ahead,
whoa, whoa, you locked up.
Clark. Clark.
Look,
Is Van
they can't
talking? Is
even
he
buy
muted?
internet in Tennessee. Let's move on.
No, Clark. Go ahead and talk.
Hey, Deucey.
Yes, sir.
I got a call from down around Louisiana. Somebody said that they were going to be handing out free UMCA memberships and papers at this hunt, so that y'all make sure you want it.
Well, actually, requires a 12 pack of the 16-ounce Bud Lights sent to my house, and then I can supply you with a free membership card.
That's funny. So I keep sending
I
Mr.
got you.
Van a unmute request to unmute yourself, Mr. Van. It keeps saying that you keep rejecting it. I don't. It says speaker has rejected request to unmute the phone. I can't hear you. You have to accept the unmute request. All right, Mr. Dale. We can't hear Mr. Van. Mr. Dale.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
How
to
about
it.
now?
Go ahead,
That
Van.
work?
Go ahead, Van. We got you.
Hey, we got you, Van.
We
I'm
got you,
back.
We
Van.
got you.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Man, is that you?
Yeah.
What's left of me?
All right. So, Mr. Van, uh, we missed you a while ago when we was asking about where can people. Do y'all have a world hunt?
We used to. We don't now. And we used to not grand champion dogs, but we do now. So
Okay.
we did away with the world hunt, And what it takes to grand champion a dog in our organization is you have to have 3 cast wins and one of them has to be a first place win. And then you have to hunt against champion dogs and win 2 casts, and that grand champion is your dog. We don't actually do points. We do
Okay.
casting,
All right. Now, do y'all have anything new coming down the pipe for this year, or is it kind of just business as usual?
Do we have any new changes?
Or new changes? Anything new?
Yeah, we have actually, we were charging, it was 25 for a membership, 20 for puppy papers, 20 for permanent registration, but we voted just to go $25 across the board, to where it's just simpler, just instead of people
Yep.
wondering, well, is it 20, is it 25? And we always have our hunt pretty much at the same time. It's the first weekend in October and the first weekend in March. It's how we do our hunt.
Awesome.
And we have Squirrel Dog of the Year, Coon Dog of the Year. Like I say, we have a water race. If y'all never seen a water race, y'all need to come watch one because it's something else,
Yes, sir. And our
It,
current question.
it's
Go ahead, Shane.
yeah. If someone was wanting to hold a kimmer hunt, would that be possible as well?
They can do it.
Like a just.
Yeah, by all
I'm
means,
sorry.
they can.
Yeah.
Yes, they can have one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I mean,
So,
any of these clubs, organizations that want to do a deal hunt's more than welcome. All they have to do is call
yeah.
me or one of the board of directors and line it up. We're
Cool.
all good here.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
All right. And the current question we're on right now, letting everybody answer. Anything you want to add that we haven't covered?
I just know that these states, I do know that. There's power in numbers.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, Mr. Dale, floor is yours. Is there anything about the Stevens Breeders Association or what they have coming down the pipe that we need to know about?
Well, other than our fall hunt coming up in October, that's about it. But I am certainly looking forward to this Battle of the Cur. And like I say, I've had cur dogs since the mid 80s and got these neat little history books, original Mountain Cur, the Stevens Cur mountain books. I don't even know if you can get these anymore. Probably can't. But it talks about in both of these how they were all together at one time. And I think it's real neat that we're having this Battle of the Curs, getting people back together, just having a good time. And I hope there's a good turnout from my folks and everybody's folks. And I just think we're going to have a real good time. And like I say, I hope we can keep it going on an annual basis.
Awesome. Shane, do you got anything? I had another question, but if you got something you want to hit. Okay.
Now you go ahead.
All right. Question: if somebody has a Stevens, a Kimmer, a Mountain Cur, or a UMCA dog, is there any way to register at the event?
Not with us, Cody. Dogs have to be
We'll be
registered
taking
before the event.
registrations. I know.
Dog has to be registered, and the handler has to have a membership already paid up prior to the event.
Okay. UMCA, no. Kimmer, no.
We're not going to have a registrar there. They'll have to have their paperwork and all with them when they go up.
Okay. I heard Clark saying yes.
Yeah, we'll have somebody there. Miss Paula will be there, or myself. We can take your membership and permanent register your dog both for you.
All right. And Mr. Dale.
Yeah, I feel like we can do the same because Danny Smith, our registrar, he's going to be there. So if somebody comes in with a dog that needs to be registered, it's got SBA puppy papers or something like that, and needs permanent papers, he can sure take care of it, because he'll witness the dog, he'll look at the dog, make sure it fits the breed standard, and give you a set of papers. He might not be able to do it there, but he can send you some, mail you papers to you.
Awesome.
Hey, Cody, if Clarkson bears to those OMCBA papers he has now, he's welcome to go ahead and call Bob Osborne and get his UMCA papers now, where he can be riding for the right brand.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like most of them's got the same blood in them.
I will throw this in
Every
there.
one of them.
I will mention this. As far as registering a Stevens dog, it has to be a year old. And it's supposed to, yeah, we can't permanently register them until they turn a year old. And treeing their game. Of course, that's on the honor system. It used to be that they had to bring them to a hunt not many years ago and register them that way, but it's on the honor system now, but the dog definitely has to be a year old.
So y'all ain't registering any culls?
We try not to. That's why we don't have many dogs. We've only registered since the beginning, since 1970, 2,710 dogs.
That's interesting. Wow.
Small outfit, but we're pretty tight on our. We want our dogs to perform. I mean, any association still got people that breed pen dogs, but for the majority of our folks, they're breeding hunting dogs.
Yeah. So I did have a question I just noticed right here. It was for the Kimmer guys, for Mr. Van. I'm sure that people's going to forget the 2 months. I think you said March and sometime for y'all's hunts. If they can't remember that, where would they go about finding the hunt dates for the Kimmers?
The hunt date for the camera?
Yes, sir.
The hunt date for the camera is always the first weekend in October and the first weekend in March, Friday and Saturday.
But if is there a place that you can see that at, like a Facebook group or on the internet?
If we own our Facebook page, Kimmer Stock Breeders Association.
Kimmer Stock Breeders Association.
Yep. And we send out, if you remember, we send out a newsletter in plenty of time. And I would like to say, Terry, today's Robert Kimmer's birthday, so happy birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday, Robert. Wow.
Happy birthday, Robert Kimmer.
I got you. Well,
how old is he?
Happy birthday, Robert.
He is, let's say he was born in 1944, so what does that make it?
Old as hell.
Old as
What I was kind of thinking. I mean, I only want to go twice for math, so give me a minute.
That's old. That's old enough. Old enough to buy beer anyway. So that's awesome, man. We sure have enjoyed it. I'm kind of out of questions, and y'all have laid everything out on the line. I look forward to
Clark for having this hunt.
Hey,
I
I got
didn't get to thank him a while ago, but I really want to. I mean, I appreciate what he's doing here. I think everybody in the dog world does too.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Lucy,
sir.
you got a question?
I got a question.
Dale?
Yeah.
Okay.
You and Shane gonna make it to the Battle of the Mountain Curs?
I'm not. It's too late in the year.
Well, I'll be. Okay.
If I can get cur papers on Megatron, I'll be there.
We need you to
just
come
call me. Just call me. I can hook you up.
Shane, we need you to come be a judge.
Oh.
I ain't if I can get papers on Megatron, he looks like a cur dog.
Dude, listen. Do you have a 12-pack of beer? You old enough to buy
No,
beer?
I probably won't make it. I will be at the lake, I'm sure.
I don't know if we might have failed to mention this, but we are using OMCBA rules for this hunt.
Okay.
So they won't, squirrel and coon. So
Hey, Cody, is my camera blacked out still, or can y'all see me?
No, I can see you now.
you
All right,
finally
look, I
turned the
want to show
lights
y'all
on.
something. We just purchased a brand new OMCBA dog here at my house, and I wanted to take a picture of her for everybody on the internet tonight on YouTube, and I want y'all to talk to the OMCBA
Yeah,
Dog of the Year
I
right
figured
here.
DC was like changing clothes or something. Had to go to black screen.
Now,
Does that have streak in it?
hey, Deucey, that's
Yes,
got to be
sir.
April. That's got to be April Fools.
No, that's really a OMCBA dog. We
Oh,
Yeah, I
we
don't
call.
know if they got streak in it.
Hey, you
that's
know
got
what we
streak
call
in
her?
his
Does
head.
anybody want to know?
What?
We call her Thunder Female.
Oh,
Y'all come on, laugh,
come
cut
on
up a
now.
little bit.
Golly.
You, hey, that he said that Van said that was a street bred dog.
Whoa, y'all hear that?
Well, hey, look,
He's got prick ears.
Mhm.
She
I
meets
don't
the
know if
breed
he said.
standards of
I
the
don't know if
Stevens
he.
for sure.
I don't know if he. I don't know if he said streak or streak bred dog. Huh?
We call her
uh,
the freak.
the freak. That's funny.
well,
Yeah,
she might be a little ill tempered.
yeah.
Watch here, watch.
Yeah,
We'll scratch her first.
if she
We'll
don't get
scratch
scratched,
her.
yeah, she gets scratched.
Yeah, you bring her all the money you want.
Oh yeah, that's my girl right there, boy.
Hey,
You got.
here's a
You
little
got a
funny
waiting
right
list
here.
for puppy.
Hey, she was born in 2007. I so wish she would die pretty soon.
Ducey told on a podcast with me and Shane that any dog that bit him, he would take to the police
Eliminate.
station.
Let's use the
Eliminate.
word eliminate.
If he hadn't jerked his finger back, he would have had a shot her.
Watch, here we
Hey,
go again. Y'all ready?
she'll bite. But yeah,
That's
she
true
joins the
love at
train
my
station.
house.
So,
Mm.
but yeah, I love
Hey,
the deal. Go
hmm
ahead, Shane.
yeah, hats off. I was gonna say Kevin Ponche won a hunt with a dog that was part schnauzer. Ducey might even know about it. I can't hear anything Ducey's saying, by the way. But yeah, Kevin. I think they used to have a hunt called Battle of the Bayou or something, and he won it with a schnauzer that they found at a trash dump. It's like a bigger one though.
That is a
He wouldn't take a picture of
100%
it.
true story. I was
He
the
was
president
ashamed.
of the Bayou State, whatever, at that time, and that dog did win it, and she was a squirrel dog.
Did you hear that, Shane? He said that that's a 100% true story. That he was the president of whatever that association was at the time, and it was 100% squirrel dog.
And
Yeah,
ugly as
Kevin said he
homemade
was bad to
soap.
the bone, but he said he was too ashamed by the way it looked. He wouldn't take a picture with
I actually had to go to his
it.
truck and get a picture of her in the dog box because he wouldn't break her out of the dog box.
Wow, that's funny. But yeah, guys, I mean, I appreciate y'all coming on. This has been a heck of an event. We just want to promote all Mountain Cur breeds, and I look forward to it. I just wish that we could have one of these events earlier in the season. April, man, I got travel ball going both weekends. Is it April or May? April.
Yeah, it's April.
What's the
That
date
one
of
hurts.
this time?
28th, I think,
April.
24th, something like that.
23rd and 24th. Is that it?
24,
That
25.
weekend, Friday and Saturday.
So
24th, 25th.
so 24th,
Okay.
25th, Friday and Saturday. All right. That's awesome, man. I appreciate y'all coming on.
Hmm.
Four
Well,
great guys steering the helm for each organization.
well, appreciate you having us and appreciate what you guys do. It's always entertaining. Try to watch it every Wednesday if I'm not coon hunting.
Thank you.
But
Yeah. Well, thank you.
appreciate you guys.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I want to thank y'all and to the other three
Mm-hmm. We'd
presidents.
love to have y'all
At
back
any
on
time
too.
that y'all
By the
ever
way,
want to have a
individually or all
dual
together.
sanction hunt or anything like that, we're 100%
There
for
you
it.
go.
We're about having a good time and having fun.
Awesome.
That's it.
All right. Well, I guess we can let y'all drop off, and me and Shane will kick the tire for just a minute. Thank y'all for coming on. We really appreciate y'all.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.
Hey, thank
Thanks,
y'all.
fellas. Take
Thank
care.
y'all.
Thanks, guys. Have a good
Thank
night.
y'all. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Drop off here.
All right. Well, we got me and
Yo.
Shane back, man. We
Yeah, my dude. Half the time I couldn't hear anybody.
you couldn't.
I,
Mm,
no, it either be Van or Ducey or Clark. I could always hear Dale, and I could always hear you. But it could
interesting.
be my internet or no. I tried to hook up.
Hell, at one time you done kissed your wife, and yeah, you turned the phone towards it.
I did. Sorry. Yeah.
You done kissed your wife and put the
Yeah.
kids to sleep, and tucked them in.
No, dude. Hey, they come in and they were dribbling the basketball and like slamming the door. I was like, "What are y'all doing outside?" Like, what? Like, they just got in from church.
Uh,
They don't ever go outside this time of night, and they're like hovering around me.
that's
But
funny. I thought that was
yeah,
a great deal.
yeah, pretty good. Like Mr. Van probably didn't have the best internet or cell phone reception, so he kept getting kicked off a good bit. Um, as far as like us is like the production, uh, we're fairly new to to this platform as far as like having another guest on. But I will say this: we had four guests and we kept them on,
Yeah,
and they got to talk, and so I would say it's a win for us. We tried to get Wade on; he stayed on for 5 minutes, and we tried to get Mr. Brown on, and what did I say?
it says Shane had too much ADD when he's on his phone. Hell, I look up and you be walking outside.
Well, so look, like I tried to go to my truck, so like the kids wouldn't interfere. Uh, but it's too far from my Wi-Fi, and I lost. I was losing signal, so I had to come back.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I had a lot of stuff going on.
I thought at one time you was finna become a Baptist preacher. You was finna go out there and do like Asbury says and lay hands on something.
Hey, maybe so. I might pull out a serpent. I,
I saw a picture of
you
a guy that squirrel hunts with one of them in his hand.
yeah, yeah. Uh, yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Thank you, Kella. Man,
Ah,
look,
thank you.
look,
It's a
guys.
struggle.
We had a lot of comments come in. I was trying my best to keep everybody fair amount of time, ask equal amount of questions. It's extremely hard to go from carrying on a conversation with somebody to reading comments to trying to orchestrate. And I'm sorry if I missed some comments that was wanting to get highlighted. We're doing the best we can. So I thought it went pretty smooth.
Hmm.
You done a great
No,
job,
good
Shane.
job. Good. Well, no, actually, I didn't do much at all, but I appreciate you carrying the torch because, like I said, I couldn't hear, and I'm just kind of chilling, you know.
No, I'm
But
talking about an aspect of you put a lot of groundwork in. You organized.
not really. So Kayla hollered at me and
Oh,
was like,
well, take a
"Hey,
damn
we like
compliment. Take a compliment.
we would like to get together the four presidents, and we'd like to do it on your podcast." I was like, "Hell yeah, let's do it." And she kept saying, "Ask your friend to make sure it's okay." I was like, "Look,
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah,
Like I'm telling you, like this is good stuff. Like it's okay."
yeah, yeah. I'm good
So
with it. I
yeah.
loved it. I
Hmm.
thought it was a great deal. We could highlight now. I will say I would like to touch base and maybe get them on separately, and then people can ask breed specific or organization specific questions.
Yeah.
Because I was just hitting the basics. But
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all can get on here and ask the hard questions.
yeah, now I will say this. Uh, while I know a lot of questions want to be answered, we kind of have to steer the ship in a direction to where we can get future guests on. because because if
Yeah. Like
we get
yeah.
everybody on here and we just bash them nonstop, nobody else is gonna come on. So
Yeah. Yeah. We're not gonna bash anybody.
on public,
Like it.
I'm
Yeah.
playing.
Behind
Enjoy.
their back. Like when we get off, like when we get off this live feed, shit.
No, I wouldn't do that. No, but yeah, I hope they have a great hunt. I do wish it was a little earlier in the season, man. I'm kind of ready for a break myself.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
So
Yeah. Oh man, I gotta go get on some turkeys.
yeah,
That's what I'm breaking on.
when's turkey season
My
start there?
turkey.
April 3rd. You got a bird lined up? Oh, what what was that Michael Waddell asked that guy at the time about a one-legged turkey?
Has he ever seen a one-legged turkey?
He said, "No, why?"
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you have to watch it. Like
Yeah.
that's his video.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, the turkey hunters that seen it, they know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Steven says that they gobbled out in Mississippi.
They might be in Mississippi, but they ain't here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, you've got two or three lined up by now. Where they're at.
Well, I lost that spot. That spot
Oh.
got sold. Um, and I got my place in Arkansas. Usually has some birds on it, but Arkansas, the youth season won't come in until April the 11th.
Hmm, I got you.
But the Louisiana bird, they going down on Good
This
Friday.
weekend.
Uh, yeah. Well, Friday.
I got you.
Friday's the third, I think. Today's the first, second. Yeah,
First. Yep.
third.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Good Friday.
Hmm. It's gonna be a good Friday. We go. Me and my boy go somewhere.
I got you.
Yeah,
Well,
he got good luck. This past Saturday is the first time he's been in the turkey woods where he didn't hear one gobble.
hmm.
And he's 9 years old. He's done killed 5 turkeys, I think. He started killing them.
He-
He's
He's a
killed one
killer.
every year. Yeah,
He was put on earth to
he
do
is.
two things.
That's kill stuff and play sports. That's what,
And I can't argue with him. I can't argue
dude.
with him.
I'm starting to believe it.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
But, well, I'm finna hop off of here and go in here and eat me some supper. It's 9 o'clock. I ain't even ate supper yet.
yep,
Man,
me too. Maybe my wife cooked me something.
uh, did you have anything to say at the end of the podcast?
Me?
Yeah, about April the 1st.
Oh, April Fools.
Yeah,
That's it.
April Fools. All right, boys and ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all coming on. Like, share, subscribe. Tell everybody. The only place is getting
Yeah.
all 4 presidents on at one time.
At one time.
Peace out.